Hey, yo, once again, it's on. You know what I mean? Real Kens TV, back at you one time for your mind. Back in the house, like kitchen sinks. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to definitely comment, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, hit that post notification. So anytime I drop this heat, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it. I want to briefly talk about C Murder, man. You know, C Murder's the brother of Master P. You know, most of you all already know anyway. But he was convicted roughly about 20 years ago for a murder in New Orleans, you know what I mean? And it's been widely speculated that he's innocent, you know what I mean? He's been sitting in prison all this time. Actually, it's been over 20 years now that I really think about it, because I believe it's happened in like 2002. So, you know, slightly over 20 years, but nevertheless, he's been sitting in prison for all this time. He went to trial, got convicted the first time. Judge overturned the case or whatever because they realized there was a whole lot of, you know, shady stuff going on. There was arrests made in the case. People was getting prosecuted, fired, you know, DAs and detectives, and, you know, they were planting evidence and lying and things of that nature. But he goes back to trial and he loses again. Gets sentenced to an automatic life sentence. I believe in his case, he had 2 jurors that said that he didn't do it, or that found him not guilty, but 10 found him guilty. And in every other state, or the majority of the other states, if 2 jurors find you not guilty, you know, it's a mistrial. Not in Louisiana. They convicted him, gave him a life sentence, and he's been fighting for his freedom ever since. You know, Master P has done, you know, what he could do to get him out. Recently, well, it was maybe last year, or a little bit over a year, Kim Kardashian jumped on the case. She's trying to get him out. You know, she's talking to whoever she talks to, and, you know, so hopefully C Murder's able to come home, because, you know, so many people said that he didn't do it. Supposedly the killer, the true killer, came forward, confessed. The DA still not buying it. And essentially you keeping an innocent man in prison based upon other actions, you know, that he had done or whatever, that don't have anything to do with this case. My thing is this is my issue. All this time he's been locked up, and don't get me wrong, because you got a couple rappers, a couple people that shout him out every once in a while. Nas just shouted him out. Shout out to Nas, you know what I'm saying? In this song, you got Lil Boosie. Shout out to Lil Boosie. You know, Kevin Gates. It's other rappers. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. You know, I know Silk has said, you know, his brother Silk the Shocker, you know, he's in his corner. But, oh, Mac, the rapper Mac from No Limit, you know, Mr. Servon. So, you know, all of No Limit, they gonna look out. But my thing is this. You don't hear anybody else talking about free C Murder. Now, you never know what somebody's doing behind the scenes. So I apologize if, you know, if I mention your name and you're actually doing something behind the scenes and, you know, you just don't want people to know. But I'm saying, if you have a rapper and the things that No Limit did for the rap industry, especially independents, man, y'all supposed to be rallying around C Murder. You don't even hear people mention C Murder. You know, don't mention him I mean, it's cool, you know, I guess at the end of a song, free C Murder. But I'm saying, y'all got to come together, man. Y'all got to come together, and this man is innocent. That's what people are saying. You know, I don't know him. I never met him. I don't know. But just based on what everybody else is saying that knows him and that was there and, you know, around the situation, he's innocent. But you never hear nobody mentioning C Murder. I can't really understand that. I mean, you got some huge names. You got Jay-Z. And no knock on Jay-Z. But he done paid the bails and bonds for people to get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Help people out or whatever. He's one of the biggest names. You mean to tell me Jay-Z can't... Hey, look, man. whatever they do, you know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that Jay-Z can't come out and be like, nah, man, we're going to get free C Murder out? Puffy can't do it? P's been around y'all dudes, maybe not hanging with you, but you know, he real well respected just on the strength. None of y'all trying to get C Murder out, man. None of y'all, you know, trying to come together and say, nah, man, this ain't right. You know, we looked at the evidence and we see that he clearly didn't do it. Let's get C Murder out. All the heavyweights, nobody. I just find that so hard to believe, man. Lil Boosie, he can only do so much. That's his man's. But Lil Boosie don't really have the stage like these other guys have. P has said what he said, but, you know, that's only going to go so far because P doesn't really have that star power like he once did. I never really hear Snoop. Keeping it all the way real, I hear Snoop every once in a while. You know, he'll tell a story, reminisce or whatever, but I don't really hear Snoop talking about it. On some of y'all big name, you know what I'm saying, dudes in the R&B industry, or the rap industry rather, get together, make a couple phone calls, you know what I'm saying, and stand behind C Murder, man. You don't hear Lil Wayne. You don't hear Birdman. Now, I'm not saying it's these guys' responsibilities. I'm not saying any of that. And maybe they feel like, shoot, my people was locked up. Y'all didn't get behind them. But you talking about supposedly an innocent man. Y'all come together, man, and get this guy out, man. Hopefully y'all share this video. Because it's the truth. Just imagine, man. If your relative had been locked up for 20 plus years and he was innocent, or she was innocent. That man's a father, man. He got 3 daughters, I believe. They've been waiting. I'm sure he wanted to give up a long time ago, but he's still fighting, and I hope he keeps fighting. You know, Kim Kardashian, Kanye, all these guys that got all this bread, man. You'll never hear him mention C Murder, man. And I think that's very, very sad, man. Real Kids TV, man. Hopefully you like the video. Comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, share. Hopefully you really, really share this. That post notification. You know, you got guys that got these huge platforms, podcasts, and you know, and I'm not saying nobody ever mentioned C Murder. Once again, let me reiterate that. But I rarely hear him mentioned. Ice Cube and all these dudes, man. What's the problem? Real Kids TV, man. Free C Murder.